Stick around, have a few laughs. Now I know what a TV dinner sounds like. Now I am literally the worst at doing any sort of American accent, but today we're taking a look at Shindougo's Bleem of Die Hard Trilogy. Let's take a look. So yeah, that's right, this is Die Hard Trilogy being bleemed with the beta Bleem disc, essentially, for the Sega Dreamcast. You know, don't get me wrong, I am probably one of the biggest Die Hard fans. I'm pretty sure everyone out there is. You know, obviously it always brings out the debate every single year. Is it or is it not a Christmas movie? I mean, to be fair, yeah, obviously it is a Christmas movie. And yeah, we aren't quite at Christmas yet, but hey, we're dragging this bad boy out. Die Hard Trilogy, that's right, Bleeming on the Sega Dreamcast. Now, I'm not going to go massively into the differences between the three different games here, or kind of, you know, a deep dive into the actual game. We're just looking at the Bleem. Now, as you can see, the title screens and everything so far, I actually think work pretty damn well. I love that fire effect, I really got to say it. Very, very much slaps of Die Hard, you know, the masculinity, the big red writing, the flames. That is exactly what Die Hard is. And, you know, I haven't played Die Hard Trilogy for years, and to be fair, when I did, I'm pretty sure I only played Die Hard 1, which obviously we're playing right now. And yeah, god damn it, I missed this game. I forgot how kind of silly it almost looked, because you got the characters' faces almost look like people's pictured or photographed faces sat wonkily on bodies. It's a very, very weird setup, but yeah, actually a very decent game. Well, I mean, 1 is, 2 and 3 I'm not massively a fan of, but 1 is the one I absolutely love. So let's actually take a look, nice little deep dive into how this looks. But as you can see, graphically, I actually think it looks okay, right? Yeah, you can't deny that actually this doesn't look too bad. I mean, there is some glitching, yeah, textures are missing, etc. I mean, the real big issue we have here is the fact there is no sound. For some reason, the sound doesn't work, but it flows, it feels right, yeah? Look, it's smooth, and like I said, most of the textures are there. Yeah, it's missing some of them, but hey, I think the sort of core of, you know, the Die Hard 1 game here actually works. I think, yeah, I mean, obviously I checked right here to see whether the sound would come on or not, and it wasn't just turned off, it just outright wasn't there. As you can see, bottom left, the map doesn't work either, but hey, does that really matter in Die Hard? You kind of want the surprise just like the movies, but yeah, the real issue here is sound. Apart from that, this is very, very much playable. Let's take a look at 2. So yeah, from the outstart, yes, we're about to play Die Hard 2, going through the airport, kicking some ass, essentially a light gun on the rail shooter. And how does this pan out using the Bleem? You ready? You ready for this? Y'all ready for this? This right here is the product. This is Die Hard 2 being bleemed with this trilogy, which is a shame because, like I said, 1 works absolutely fine, 2 is an absolute shit show. This right now is how it's meant to look. Yes, indeed, it should essentially have been like Time Crisis in the Die Hard universe, but yeah, this hasn't happened with this Bleem, so let's move on to Die Hard with a Vengeance. And yeah, this one actually is no different than Die Hard 2. It's exactly the same, it's glitchy, it's not playable at all. Now, this one was obviously meant to be a bit more like, I don't know how you describe it, there's a lot of car chasing in this one, a lot of car play. As you can see right here, this is what it should have looked like.
Yeah, eat this!
At the end of the day, though, I don't think I'm overly bothered, because really what we are here for surely is Die Hard 1. I just remember running through the garage and, the different offices and etc, etc. This, for me, was what made Die Hard Trilogy on the PS1 a fantastic game. Don't get me wrong, but slightly different to, obviously, Die Hard Arcade, which is obviously on the Sega Saturn, which is a totally different game, entirely more of an arcadey experience. This was more of a simulation, a way to actually feel as if you really were John McClane making your way through Nakatomi Plaza. So as you can see, this is probably the best way, or to be fair, not the best way, but it is a way to play Die Hard Trilogy or Die Hard 1 on the Sega Dreamcast with the beta Bleem disc, and it is actually playable, apart from there is a lack of sound and textures are kind of all mildly fucked up. Anyway, I hope you've liked this nice little look at Shindougo's Bleem of Die Hard Trilogy for the Sega Dreamcast. Like, comment and subscribe. I'll see you all soon. You can now support the channel on patreon.com/gamesrip, as well as remember to like, comment and subscribe.